Heart Mountain Relocation Center was used as a relocation center for the Japanese during World War II. These days, it is known for being one of the most haunted locations in Wyoming. There is said to be a friendly spirit who regularly makes an appearance during the daytime, even guiding visitors around the building. However, when night falls, things seem to get a little more sinister, as this is when the shadow people come out to play. It is also common for people to report phantom footsteps, cold spots, and unexplained noises in the building as well, which all add to the center's haunted reputation. Buffalo's Occidental Hotel was once an Old West saloon and bordello. It is now said to be haunted by the daughter of one of the prostitutes who worked there. The girl is said to have died on the upper floor of the building, and she manifests as a spectral woman in white with long dark hair. She has been known to move furniture around and is also said to be responsible for a variety of unexplained noises around the hotel. She has also been known to tap guests on the shoulder while they are sitting at the bar. Some guests claim to have heard her laughing and also to have heard some other disembodied voices suggesting that she is not the only spirit that is haunting the Occidental Hotel. Fort Bridger State Historic Site is well known for being haunted by the ghosts of several soldiers who were stationed there in the 1800s. There is also said to be the ghost of a dog residing in this historic location, which is actually deemed to be one of the most haunted places in Wyoming. Visitors often report seeing the ghost of an old man inspecting some of the graves on the property, while the museum building seems to play host to two spirits who are fascinated by new technology and often play with the copy machines and other electronic devices. One of the most haunted buildings in Wyoming is said to be Wonder Bar. Visitors have reported all manner of strange, unexplained noises, and they have seen the lights turning on and off in the basement when there is nobody inside. Employees say that they often feel like there is someone following them around as they work, with some even hearing the footsteps of an unseen person trailing behind them. Some of the apparitions that have been seen over the years include a cowboy and a woman in a white dress. In 1850, Fort Laramie was known for being a trading post, which was operated by the American Fur Company. It is said that the agent running it brought his daughter out with him, and that she disappeared one day after disobeying her father and going riding alone. You might expect it to be her who haunts the fort, and perhaps she is one of the spirits there, but the most well-known entity is the ghost of a cavalry officer. Visitors also report phantom footsteps and doors that open by themselves. A library probably isn't the first thing that you think of when you talk about haunted buildings. But believe it or not, Hot Springs County Library is indeed one of the most haunted places in the state. Visitors and staff alike have reported shadow people, disembodied voices, and books flying off of the shelves all by themselves. Spooky. The majority of people who visit Yellowstone National Park come for the geysers, or more specifically, for Old Faithful. However, there is another must-see attraction in the park for those who have a taste for the paranormal, and that is Old Faithful Inn, one of the most haunted inns in Wyoming. The inn is actually made up of two different buildings, with the older part dating back to 1902. One of the reasons why the inn is said to be haunted is that one of the newer sections of the building, which is known as the West Wing, was actually built on top of some unmarked graves. Completely by accident, of course, but this has nevertheless disturbed the spirits of those buried here. There is a wide variety of paranormal activity that is going on at the Old Faithful Inn, and a number of different apparitions are to blame. One of the most credible reports actually comes from a fire inspector who was able to witness firsthand the prank that one of the male spirits played with some degree of frequency. Before his very eyes, he saw a fire extinguisher lifted out of the holder, turned 90 degrees, and then placed back into the holder facing the wrong way. Other apparitions that have been reported include a headless bride in her white Philly wedding gown, a male dressed as a frontiersman, a little boy who is very sad, and a woman in the 1890s style attire who likes to watch guests as they sleep. Wyoming Territorial Prison was built in 1872 and started out as a small facility with 42 cells spread across 3 floors. Each cell was tiny, but in times of overcrowding, there were often 2 inmates per cell in rooms barely large enough for one. The prison housed a variety of criminals, but no capital offenders, and there were no executions staged here. In 1889, the prison was expanded to double the number of cells, and additional facilities included a chapel and a dining room. In 1903, the prison was closed and converted into an agricultural experiment station. It is now a museum and state park, not to mention one of the most haunted places in Wyoming. One of the most prevalent spirits haunting the prison is said to be the ghost of Julius Greenwelch, a convicted murderer who ran a cigar-making operation from the prison. He seems to be mischievous, but the harmless spirit who likes to hide workmen's tools, especially if they are making too much noise. He has also appeared to people who are napping when they should be working. His appearance is almost always accompanied by the smell of cigar smoke. The thing that the Irma Hotel in Cody is best known for is that it was actually built by none other than Buffalo Bill. However, what most people do not know is that it is also one of the most haunted hotels in Wyoming, and is said to be haunted by Buffalo Bill himself, along with a host of other restless spirits. Guests of the hotel have reported a wide range of paranormal activity, including phantom footsteps and unexplained noises, but perhaps the most disconcerting of all is seeing a ghost that appears to be missing the lower half of his body. The hotel was named for Buffalo Bill's youngest daughter, Irma Cody, and is said that she is also haunting the property. An apparition matching her description has been seen in room 16, which used to be her room. Guests who have seen her say that she appears sitting in the rocking chair in the corner of the room. Another Wyoming hotel which is known for its haunted reputation is Cheyenne's Historic Plains Hotel. It is said to be haunted by not 1, but 3 ghosts, all of which passed over at the same time in a double murder-suicide situation. It is believed that the 3 of them were involved in a love triangle that came to a tragic and deadly conclusion. The legend states that a newly married couple were having their honeymoon at the plains when they got into a fight. The man left, and when his bride went looking for him, she discovered him in the arms of another woman. She shot them both before turning her gun on herself. All 3 have been seen in various parts of the hotel, and guests often report seeing doors and windows open or close by themselves.
Thank you for making our way through the video. If you like this video, hit that like and subscribe button and give me your thoughts in the comments down below. And as always, until next time.